We are up close. We are personal. Hello. Welcome to the video. I recently posted a little makeup tutorial, get ready with me, documenting how I do my little makeup video. So we're gonna do that again, but different look this time. It is very clear that I'm not the most like feminine girly, much more comfortable being more androgynous, more masculine, and so I don't always do makeup in a super feminine way, and I very recently kind of decided how I like my makeup when I'm in a bit more of like an androgynous mood. So this is my androgynous makeup because I do love makeup. I just don't always want to look feminine with it. So I just took a shower and I just put on random clothes. I'm gonna pick out an outfit for later because I am hitting the town tonight a little bit, but this is just kind of like simple makeup I do when I'm feeling androgynous. So let's get into it. First order of business, my hair is like still drying, but I need it out of my face, so I'm just gonna twirl it and clip it a little bit. Hopefully this won't ruin the curl, and if it does, I will just re-wet it and it should be fine. Oh my god, I forgot my mirror. Oh my god, I'm gonna get it. I said this last time too, but I do my makeup in a handheld mirror like that. Like, it's actually not handheld, it's just like a small mirror, or I do it like actually in a handheld mirror, but I'm gonna be using this today. So first order of business, primer. Whenever you're doing makeup, it's important to use a primer. I like this one, it's the e.l.f. Hydro Grip. It just makes your makeup stay on a long time, so if you're going out somewhere, like, it'll stay. I also already did skin prep, so we are good to go. Primed. So first step of makeup I'm gonna do is same that I would do with anything else. I will not be putting on like tinted moisturizer or like tinted sunscreen or anything. I'm just gonna go in straight with the concealer on my blemishes first. The thing with androgynous makeup is that the more actual skin you have showing, I feel like the more natural it looks and the more mask femme in between it makes you look. And I am gonna go in with just a little bit of concealer under my eyes. My mirror is right here if I'm looking this way. And I'm gonna do a little less than I normally do because I don't really need it to cover the eye bags that much. And then honestly, I'm gonna stop there, the concealer. And I'm gonna blend out the eyes first and let the cover up spots set a little bit more. I would say I probably do my makeup in a more androgynous way more frequently than I do it in like a obviously feminine way, just because I prefer to dress in kind of more gender neutral vibe a lot of the time. So I feel like super feminine makeup doesn't fit that, and also it's just not how I want to look all the time. And it's kind of cool that like gender neutral fashion is becoming a little bit more trendy, so I feel less like the odd one out. The next thing I'm gonna do is go in with a contour, and it's kind of all about where you apply it. So I'm actually gonna make sure I didn't put too much on the brush by picking up product, blending it in here. I know that's not how you're supposed to do it. It's fine, it's makeup, do it however you want. And I'm gonna go ahead and follow the hollows of my cheeks here, just with this tiny brush. If it looks a little muddy, it's fine because we're gonna blend it out more. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more, and I'm actually gonna, like, you know how chisel jawlines, they go like, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Yeah, anyways. I'm just gonna put a little kind of where the curve is right here, and I'm gonna take some on my chin and up my jawline. I just want to create a more masculine kind of frame to my face. And remember to always take your contour in your bronzer down your neck, otherwise you're gonna look silly. Then for nose contour, I'm gonna kind of do, because I like having my little button nose. I have a very small nose anyways, so I'm gonna go like this and like this, like I usually do. But then I'm also gonna take it up here, which I don't usually do. See, look, it already created such a like good shadow. Also, we're gonna trust the process. I know it looks a little funky. Don't even worry about it. Then I'm gonna take more. I'm gonna use it kind of as an eyeshadow base. I'm gonna go all over the lid and out, because I do want it to look like I'm wearing makeup. Just subtly. There used to be this trend on TikTok that was like how to look pretty the way boys look pretty. And every time I try to look it up now, because I used to like follow those makeup tutorials, it shows me this other trend that's like boy pretty versus girl pretty, and it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like how to be pretty to girls, how to be pretty to make guys want you. And I was like, this is dumb. Just be pretty to yourself. Like I get it, but also like why be pretty for anyone else besides yourself? You know? I don't know. Having it be like a TikTok trend for like impressionable younger girls, I think is really messed up. Last cream product is just a tiny bit of blush. I don't want my face to look entirely washed out, so just a tiny bit. I also recently got a new beauty blender and I'm like afraid to open it because it's so perfect, but I'm going to soon. It's black. I'm very excited about it. So I'm gonna take a more like neutral shade that's very similar to my natural blush color. You know who I'm like obsessed with? Their makeup? That wasn't a sentence. Do you know whose makeup I'm obsessed with? And also like as a person? Sabrina Carpenter. And I know everyone's obsessed with her makeup right now, but for good reason. It's so pretty. Like it's beautiful. Because she has such a round face, but she's able to like make it not look like a kid, you know? Because sometimes it's hard to figure out how to do makeup on round faces. Okay, trust the process. Trust the process. This will end up looking good, I promise. I know it looks scary. I know. Trust the process. Because now we're gonna go in with a natural powder. I have a loose one and then a pressed one, and I feel like both are good. I feel like the loose one's gonna give you the most natural look though. The pressed one I like because it really blurs, but the loose one, it's more natural for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little powder poof, dip it in to the loose powder. I'm gonna kind of blend it out on my hand because I don't want too much, you know? And I'm gonna go under the eyes. And this powder has a pretty natural finish, so it's not gonna be like super mattifying. So if that's what you want, then maybe use a different powder. I'm also not saying what any of the products are because, to be honest, I firmly believe that if there's like a product that you want but it's too expensive, if there is a product that somebody's using or that you want that's too expensive, there's going to be one that works just as well that's less expensive. So like if I have an expensive version of something, number one, I worked at Sephora, so I got a crazy discount. Number two, I actually probably got it for free when I was working there. And number three, no one needs a $40 Dior lip oil. I'm not using it, but I'm gonna say it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and do the rest of the face. I just wanted to set underneath my eyes and the areas where I put concealer. But where I put bronzer and blush, I just want to set like that. Okay, we're going to take a brief intermission from the skin and do eyebrows. First thing I'm going to do is just brush them up. I also haven't decided what eyebrow gel I'm using yet, so that will be chosen on the fly. I have too many eyebrow gels and I love them all for different reasons. I'm just starting in the front part, making a line on the bottom. I used to be very into making harsh lines on my eyebrows because that was the trend in high school. However, now I pretty much only make harsh lines on the bottom and then I blend it up. Okay, had to take a pause to do my eyebrows because I wanted to get them right and fill them in evenly, which is hard to do in my phone camera. So I picked up my little mirror. I'm trying to decide which eyebrow gel. So one of them has like a really good hold, like it's very laminating, and the other one a little bit less, but I like the applicator. I'm gonna do the one that has a little less of a hold today, and I'm just gonna brush up my eyebrow hairs. Honestly, I do my eyebrows like this for like no matter what the makeup look is. I might brush it up a little extra though if I'm doing more of an androgynous look. And for me, this is more of an androgynous look, and I have to do a lot more like contouring if I want it to look super masculine because I just have like a feminine little face that it's hard to do anything besides feminine stuff with. The eyebrows are gonna set for a second. I know they look, I know. You know what, I know. I promise they're not that bad. Also, does anybody else have like a good eyebrow and a bad eyebrow? Because I do. Like, the hairs just don't fall in the same way on each of my eyebrows, so. Okay, next order of business is going to be the contouring. I'm gonna be using an eyeshadow for this, like kind of a neutral, slightly cool toned eyeshadow. I'm so jealous of anyone who has a naturally like androgynous face. So jealous, because the amount of contouring I would actually have to do to achieve like a face like that is crazy. And then with the powder, I'm gonna do kind of the same thing that we did before right here, except it's gonna be more precise and more like intentional. Such a funny face to make. Like, that's so funny. Okay, what I did was I put a little bit right here like we did with the cream. I didn't put too much and I blended it out, so yeah. And then we have more of a precise contour here. And I also just like having a little button nose, but I'm also gonna retrace the contour that we had up here. And then I'm gonna go in with this, and it's gonna, same shade I've been using everywhere, and it's gonna set the eyeshadow that we already put on, not eyeshadow, what was it? The contour that we used as like an eyeshadow base. Now what we're also gonna do is take a little bit underneath the eye too, keeping it like pretty close to the edge. Now because this is a look for when I wanna do makeup, we're also gonna do eyeliner. First step is I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna get a dark brown shade from this beat up palette. Okay, you can use any palette. I use this limited holiday, whatever, doesn't matter. Just get a dark brown. And I'd like a tiny packing brush, and I'm just gonna like put it like that. And you might be like, Allie, what have you done? You shall see, you shall see. Same thing on the other side. Yep. Now what I'm gonna do is with that same dense packing brush, take a lighter shade and blend it out kind of close to where the line already is. And I'm just gonna like tap out a little bit, so it's just kind of like blurred and smudged. Now it's time to stab myself in the eyeball. I'm gonna be taking a pencil like this, and we're just gonna go upper lash line and then waterline with it. And if it's messy, that's perfect. And then going back in, we're gonna do some more eyeshadow underneath the eye. So I'm gonna take like a darker brown and then blend it out with a lighter brown. The whole point is for this to look messy. It is slowly coming together. So then I'm gonna take like this angled brush, and we're gonna do the inner corner. I like doing inner corner liner with powder, actually. I find it to be a little more long wearing, which doesn't make sense because I'm like, liquid seems like it should, but whatever. Powder. And I'm gonna go pretty far up and all the way down. Like that. We might blend it out a little bit too. I love doing makeup, so fun. I'm gonna make this part a little less opaque. There we go. Nice. Now I'm actually gonna go in with a mascara I've never used before. My friend likes it though, so I wanna try it. So let's try out this mascara. Oh my god. I like skinny wands, and this is a thick ass wand. Okay, pray for me. Pray for me. It's actually separating my lashes so nicely. Usually thick wands don't do that. But the formula itself is thin. This is good. I'm gonna have to clean up my eyelid with a Q-tip though, for sure. Next eyeball. Do I like this more than the L'Oreal Telescopic? So far, not particularly, but also we'll see how it wears. I'm also not curling my lashes or doing lash primer. I do that when I'm doing more of a feminine look, but for these I don't really want my eyelashes to be like the main event. My dog is barking. OMG. I'm gonna do bottom lash mascara too. Okay, I went and I cleaned up everything that was on my eyelid with a Q-tip and did bottom lash mascara, and now for the final touch I'm literally just going in with chapstick. I don't use highlighter when I do slightly more masculine looks because I don't know, the glitter, the glow, like it just doesn't really go with it, I don't think. I'm debating on doing something. Sometimes I'll do fake freckles, even though you can already see I have freckles, but I do them on my nose for like a added nose contour. I'm gonna do some right now. That's it. Like, I just think it looks cute. Okay, let's fix the hair. Okay, I am going to pick out a different outfit because right now I'm wearing sweatpants, so. And I have places to be. When do I have to leave? I have to leave in like an hour, so I still have time to go play video games before I leave. But let me go pick out an outfit. Okay, this is option 1. It's a really nice day, so I want to wear a tank top, but I don't know if I want to wear this. So let me try on option 2. This is definitely an option. Let's go do a third option just for fun. Now, option 3 has been the go-to lately, so I don't really want to do something I've been doing a lot. I will choose in the next hour what I am going to wear, but this has been the makeup tutorial, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I know the lighting got a little funky throughout all of it, so yeah, but this is kind of what I wanted to achieve here. I think it pulled itself together. Up close, in the sunlight. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all later. I hope you enjoyed this little androgynous look, but have a great day. Bye.
California, I've been blue since I've been away from you. I can't wait till I get going even